This is the only place you need to go if you need cheap and fast coins to build your God Squad. Hands down, they have the cheapest prices. Make sure you go to MMOXP.com and use code WOLF for 5% off. Link is in the description. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys a universal setup that you can use against every match defense in the game. People are having trouble with match defense, whether it be cover 3, cover 4. I'm going to show you guys setups that you can use universally with any formation to give you that extra edge. But before we get into it, man, make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, become around the Wolfpack. Links in the description, all that good stuff, homies. All right. Now, if you haven't been to my second channel, it's in the description, bro. Okay, or just search King Wolf 2 if you want to go sub to it. Help me get to 1,000 subs. I really do appreciate it. Now, we're in the Saints playbook. I'm just going to show you guys how I would run it from like the Y-off trio week. Obviously, you want your best receivers in there. Scatling's okay, but Austin, I want to say I depend on him a little bit more. You have your route people, Devontae Adams, where I could run a deep post with him if I want. Then I could actually change out Lazard for Scantling because Scantling is faster. So we might want to just do that. Okay, so let's just put Scantling back in. You know what? Matter of fact, real quick, homies, before we get into, let's just check. Okay, we got to make sure speed is king. Lazard's speed is a 90 and Scatling's is a 93. So I'm gonna roll that way. Okay, you can do the same if you want, if you're using the Packers, because they are the team to use in regs. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about it. Now here, you don't really want to use a play action play if you know your opponent's running like cover 3 match, whether it be from 3-3-5 wide, any cover 3, it's all gonna work the same. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a play called Saints Out. Okay, now first things first, in cover 3, let me just pick a cover 3 match from like nickel 2-4-5. Okay, so if you're on the left hash, just try to teach this to you guys, all right, because we are hash specific when we're attacking match defense. I'm going to show you the Madden way. Okay, this may not be the technical proper way they do it in the NFL or people that are smart. I'm just going to show you the Madden way, the way that matters, right? The Madden way. First off, if someone's running match defense on you, you want to pick a play with a table route. Here's why. When I snap the ball instantly, I can hit this table route instantly because by the time the match assignments or the principles behind the cover 3 match actually activate, it's too late. However, if I was to wait a little bit, they would obviously recognize, they'll drop down, boom, whatever, okay? Now, there's a reason I tell you match defense, because anyone can just shade underneath and then fix it, right? It won't no longer be a match. Instead, it's just gonna be a hard, flat defense. So first things first, you can hit the table routes. Now, if you have Gunslinger, you're probably going to get better animations because of it, because of Gunslinger, as opposed to not having Gunslinger on your quarterback. You get better animations. Now, if you don't have a table route, or it's not your favorite formation does not have table routes, you can do this, okay? Trust me, all right? Believe me, I'm going to show you the universal setup. First thing you're going to do, you're going to streak the tight end, right? We need a streak on both sides of the field, so X and A. So if with your personnel, you're looking at your O-line, someone on the right has to go on a streak and someone on the left has to go on a streak. Typically, I'm going to put the running back on a streak, okay? And then I'm going to slant the outside receiver. So right here, okay? So now with this setup, I have 2 streaks, a slant, and then I need a drag from the opposite side. So a slant from one side, drag from the opposite side. Now, if you're on the left hash, your drag's going to come from the right side. So B, all right? This setup right here is going to make sure that certain routes get open on this field. And the route that I'm looking for is going to be the drag route, okay? In match defense, on the left hash, running a slant and a drag opposite 2 streaks, right? You'll notice that in every I didn't pass protect, right? You're going to get this guy wide open for mad yards, okay? Now, if your juke skills are better than mine, then guess what? More yards for you, okay? So let's talk about that again. Now, I always say the tight end to streak because here's why. It might happen in this defense. If I streak RB, block A, drag, and I have it like this, okay, 2 streaks, slant and a drag, there will be times where the B route can't get open. They'll be closer to his vicinity, but in this formation, it actually still works really well. So this is a cover 3 match. You're seeing this universal set. You can use it, like I said, you can use it on any. Now let's do this a little bit better. We're going to do the same thing. Go ahead, block the tight end. We're going to double team the left side because that guy's actually getting free a little bit. It's kind of bothering me. Slant on one side, drag on the other. This is going to ensure that in a match setup that your B route gets wide open, bro. I'm talking about yards. Now, this is cover 3 match. It's going to work against all cover 3 matches. If they're using match as their ideal defense, it's going to get open no matter what. The only way they'll be able to stop what you're doing, they're gonna have to take their match assignments off and actually use zone defense. So once you get them to do that, you come back to your beaters and all those other things that we run to really slow them down. So let's say I come back to Saints out, and let's say they pick cover 4 quarters. Cover 4 quarters, another match defense. Let's pick it out of nickel 2-4-5. Okay, running the play stock on this one right here. Table route gets a little bag. So that's what I'm saying. Cover 4 quarters, your table route, your flat route is gonna get picked up a little bit quicker. However, the universal setup still works, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and just leave RB where he's at, strict the tight end, drag B. Okay, so our universal setup right here will still work to ensure that our B route gets wide open again down the field. So it doesn't matter what match defense they're running, as long as you use the proper setups. Okay, one more time. We'll go ahead and block tight end. Let's see if this variation works. Like I said, I usually use the tight end, but for this video, we're just gonna see if we can block a bunch of people. See right here, he's in the vicinity. Okay, you see what I mean? That's what I mean. There's gonna be some match defenses where they sit low. So to combat that, we just send the tight end. Okay, we send the tight end on the street. That's why I do it. That's what I've been getting at this whole time, is that I want to make sure that my route's gonna be wide open, and this guy, and usually, listen, user guides, right? They're waiting for the crossing routes. But when they start biting these routes, right? Let's say they're biting the drag, right? Let's say they're doing it. Well, then you just leave X on a streak, okay? Right? You could put Y on a little curl route, and then you can start looking. You got your drag. You can start looking for my man from Japan over here because he wants to bite you. The user wants to be user guide, right? And that almost equals a touchdown. I don't know if that was a touchdown, but it's close. You know what I'm saying? This is why I use this play against match defense. This is my go-to play against cover 4 quarters. There's also other cover 4 beaters you can do from bunch. I can show you guys that again. I've already posted the video, but if you want to see it, let me know in the comments. I'll be more than willing to help. Now, cover 4 palms, I don't run across cover 4 palms, but I want to say that beating it with this formation is the same. Like I said, I don't have enough crunch time with the cover 4 palms, bro, to really give you guys a definitive answer. But let's go ahead and check it really quick. Now, like I said, this is, where are we at? Cover 4, where's cover 4 palms? Right there, nickel 2-4-5. Like I said, this is straight up for match defense. All right, straight up match defense. This is not, oh, they run cover 3, cover 2 zone. Okay, I get it, right? You're right, they can do that. But let's see what it does with cover 4 palms. It's the same way. It's just you got your man manning them up from across. You'll get a wide open drag. And if you're having problems getting that drag open, then you just put your man with the abilities. I would just flip Adam and Scantling around. You see what I'm saying? So again, slant drag. This situation scenario, you could probably put RB on a flat to try to, you know what? Let's try that. Let's try to manipulate the corner from following the drag route. Instead, let's go ahead and put him on a flat. So we're gonna streak, slant, flat, drag like this. Okay, so look like this. Let's see if we can get that to work really quick. Okay, so someone else just picks him up. All right, so, or actually it's the same guy. So you could just use my initial setup, look for the drag route. If that's not working, you can flip it. If you're on the left hash, you could try going X, streak, slant, like this, and see if your drag route becomes open from left to right. It's actually the same thing, but you see, like, the guy with the abilities is actually going to be more open than the one without the abilities, because that's what Madden is now, bro. It's ability based. So I hope this helps you guys, man. These setups, like I said, you could audible to any of these offenses. Let's say I go Trey Y flex. I know people will be like, how do you do it out of a trips? It's the same thing. All you're going to do is motion a wide receiver across the field. So let's say I want to motion Adams, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to streak A. I'm going to streak B, okay? I'm going to slant Y, drag X. You guys get it? You see what I'm saying? Motion them across. Now I have a 2x2 formation. And then I just hit the drag, go up the field. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? And then when they start picking up your drag routes, they start playing underneath against these match defense, then you just hit them with the crossing routes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys drop a like. Love you guys, man. Peace.